Welcome to Gents Grove, gentlemen. Never mistake silence for weakness. The quietest person in the room may be the most dangerous. If you've ever felt like you don't fit the mold or don't want to follow the pack, you're probably a Sigma male. You don't crave validation or attention. You're not trying to impress anyone. You understand that the real power lies in your independence and inner strength. But here's the thing. The world often underestimates you, and that's a huge mistake. You operate on your own terms, move through life with unmatched precision, and don't get caught up in the drama. People may question your quietness or your detachment, but what they fail to realize is that you're always a step ahead. Your value isn't in fitting in. It's in standing alone and being unstoppable because of it. So, if you're tired of people misjudging you, or if you want to see what truly makes Sigma males a force to be reckoned with, stick around. In this video, we'll dive into why Sigma males are the last people anyone should underestimate. Trust me, after this, you'll understand exactly why you're not someone to be messed with. Watch closely and embrace your power. Let's get started, gents. Number 1. Unseen mental fortitude, Sigma. Males possess an unseen mental fortitude that most people can't even fathom. They don't need anyone's approval to feel strong or worthy. Their resilience is built from years of learning to rely solely on themselves, and because of that, they become unshakable in ways others can't understand. The world may throw its toughest challenges their way, rejection, betrayal, isolation, but Sigma males don't fold. They endure, and they do it quietly, without complaint, without seeking sympathy or attention. It's not that they don't feel the weight of life's hardships, but they've learned to process pain in a way that most people can't. While others might crumble under pressure or seek distractions, Sigma males face adversity head-on. They don't run from their struggles, they embrace them, because they know each trial is a step toward greater strength. The result is a kind of mental resilience that's almost invisible to others. Silent, but incredibly powerful. No matter how harsh the storm gets, they remain centered, knowing their survival depends on their ability to keep moving forward regardless of what's happening around them. This resilience isn't something they were born with. It's been forged through years of solitude, self-reflection, and the quiet determination to overcome. And because they've faced their worst fears in the darkest moments, they've learned that being alone is not something to fear, it's something that builds strength. They don't need anyone to tell them they're strong because they already know it. Sigma males are the living embodiment of mental toughness. They don't just survive life's hardest moments, they make those moments their foundation for growth. Number 2. Survival is second nature. Life has a way of testing people, pushing them to their limits. But while most crumble under the weight of stress and hardship, Sigma males seem to absorb it. It's not that they're immune to difficulty, far from it. They face the same challenges, the same setbacks, the same brutal realities. What sets them apart is how they handle it. Rather than letting adversity break them, they turn it into fuel for growth. They don't just endure hardship. They make it their foundation for strength. Where others see a dead end, Sigma males see an opportunity to adapt and evolve. They don't wait for things to get better. They find ways to make them better, regardless of the circumstances. Tough times don't shake their sense of purpose, they sharpen it. They've learned how to navigate life's worst moments not with panic or despair, but with a calm, almost detached determination. They've been through enough to know that nothing lasts forever, and that survival isn't just about making it through. It's about emerging stronger and more capable than before. When life throws its worst at them, Sigma males don't just survive, they thrive. They don't need external help or validation to keep going because they've trained themselves to be self-sufficient. Whether it's a personal loss, a business failure, or a betrayal, they absorb the pain, learn from it, and come out the other side even more formidable. Survival isn't a challenge for them, it's second nature. And while the world watches them face adversity, they continue to rise, proving that nothing can truly break them. Gentlemen, thank you for being part of Gents Grove community. You are valued. At number 3, they make the impossible seem ordinary. When you observe a Sigma male in action, it often feels like they're operating on a different plane of reality. The obstacles that seem insurmountable to most are just minor hurdles for them to navigate. What others call impossible, they treat as nothing more than another challenge to conquer. They don't flinch at adversity. Instead, they face it head-on, knowing that with enough focus and determination, they can make anything work. It's not that they have some special ability, it's the way they think, how they approach every situation with a calm certainty that the problem is theirs to solve. Sigma males don't wait for the right moment, they create it. Their actions are deliberate, their approach is methodical, and they never get distracted by the noise around them. This laser-like focus enables them to make the most complicated tasks seem effortless, leaving people around them in awe, trying to figure out how they managed it. While others are struggling to grasp even the basics, Sigma males are already several steps ahead, making it look easy. What others see as a mountain, Sigma males see as a bump in the road. Their relentless willpower and sharp focus turn challenges into stepping stones. They make it look ordinary because to them, it is. It's just the way they operate, quietly, confidently, and relentlessly pushing forward until the impossible becomes just another part of their everyday reality. When the world is still trying to figure out how to start, Sigma males are already finishing the race. Number 4. True freedom is their goal. Sigma males aren't interested in chasing the typical markers of success that everyone else seems to strive for. While others are working to climb the corporate ladder or fill their lives with material possessions, Sigma males have a different kind of ambition, one that goes deeper than any external measure of success. What they crave, above all, is freedom. The freedom to think without boundaries, to move without restrictions, to create without anyone telling them how or what to do. For them, true freedom is a life lived on their own terms, and they're willing to sacrifice anything to preserve it. It's not that they don't understand the value of success or achievement, they do. They simply recognize that those things, while nice, come at a cost. The price of fitting into society's mold often means losing a piece of yourself, giving up the ability to follow your own path. And Sigma males won't stand for that. They would rather live with less than be controlled by the expectations and pressures of others. Their autonomy is non-negotiable, and they understand that this freedom is the true key to living life on their terms. The sacrifices they make to protect their independence might seem extreme to others, relationships, jobs, even financial stability, but these sacrifices are worth it to them. They know that once they give up their autonomy for the sake of pleasing others or conforming to societal norms, they lose the most important part of themselves. So, while others might bend under the weight of obligations and expectations, Sigma males stand firm. Their inner resolve is unshakable because they know that nothing is more valuable than their freedom. And when you value your freedom that much, you can face any challenge, any pressure, without losing your sense of self. That's the power of a Sigma male. His freedom is his strength, and it makes him unstoppable. Number 5, they don't play games, they win them. Sigma males don't waste time engaging in meaningless games or power struggles. While others might get caught up in office politics, petty drama, or unnecessary competition, Sigma males stay above it all. They don't play for the sake of proving something or feeding their ego. They play to win. And they're not just playing by the same rules as everyone else. They've already rewritten the playbook in their minds. While most people are focused on the immediate moment, Sigma males are thinking ahead, anticipating every move and planning their strategy with precision. If you think they're just going along with the flow, you're completely underestimating them. Sigma males don't do anything without purpose, and they rarely let on what their true intentions are. They're always 5 or 10 steps ahead, observing and calculating the best course of action to get them where they want to go. Their ability to stay calm and detached in high-pressure situations allows them to see opportunities others miss, making them almost impossible to outmaneuver. This isn't about competing for the sake of winning. It's about dominating the game from start to finish. When Sigma males enter any situation, they do so with the end game already in mind. They know exactly what they want, and they don't let anything or anyone stand in their way. They're not reacting. They're setting the stage for their next move. If you think they're just sitting back, you're missing the fact that they're quietly maneuvering everything in their favor. And when the game ends, it's never a surprise to them. They win, and they do so with quiet precision, leaving others wondering how they pulled it off. Number 6, they can turn coldness into a superpower, sigma. Males have an uncanny ability to turn what others see as emotional coldness into a sharp, strategic advantage. While most people get swept up in emotions, whether it's the pressure to conform, the pull of relationships, or the distractions of external expectations, sigma males know how to detach with ease. It's not that they don't feel, it's that they've mastered the art of keeping their emotions in check, using emotional detachment as a tool to stay focused on what really matters. In a world that thrives on emotional manipulation, sigma males are untouchable. They don't let their feelings get in the way of their goals, and that makes them incredibly hard to influence or control. While others might falter when faced with emotional pressure or guilt trips, sigma males remain calm, composed, and laser-focused on their ambitions. They know that emotional involvement is a risk, and they avoid it because it can cloud their judgment and distract them from their path. Instead, they use their ability to detach as a shield, a protective barrier that helps them stay one step ahead in any situation. This coldness isn't about being heartless, it's about being strategic. Sigma males use emotional distance to protect their plans, ensuring they never make decisions based on impulse or external pressure. It's a kind of armor that allows them to move through the world without being swayed by the chaos and emotional turbulence around them. People might try to manipulate or exploit their emotions, but sigma males aren't moved by it. Their emotional detachment is a superpower that keeps them clear-headed, resolute, and nearly impossible to manipulate. They stay true to their goals, unaffected by the distractions that trip up others, and that makes them unstoppable. Number 7. They know the cost of trust. Sigma males understand the value of trust in a way few others do. They don't hand it out easily, and for good reason. Over time, they've learned that trust is a currency that, once spent, can't always be regained. While others may trust too quickly or without question, sigma males take their time. They observe, they listen, and they analyze. Their radar for understanding people is sharp, honed over years of learning to navigate a world where trust can be easily exploited. For sigma males, trust is earned, not given, and once it's given, it's unshakable. The moment they extend their trust to someone, it's not a casual gesture, it's a permanent commitment. There are no second chances in their world, and once you've been let in, you're either worthy of their loyalty or you're not. They don't play games with trust, and they certainly don't waste it on people who haven't proven themselves. The beauty of this approach is that it gives them incredible clarity about who they allow into their circle. They're never fooled by surface-level charm or manipulative tactics. Their intuition and ability to read people are unmatched. Underestimating a Sigma's ability to discern character is a mistake that can cost you. If you think you're going to slide by with insincerity or false pretenses, you're already too late. Sigma males have a unique ability to see through people, and if you don't meet their standards, you won't make it past the first layer. Those who earn their trust are in for life, but that trust isn't given lightly. Sigma males know that loyalty is priceless, and they invest it only in people who prove they deserve it. When you're part of their inner circle, you know you've truly earned it, and that's not something they give up easily. Number 8. Unseen pain fuels their strength. Sigma males carry burdens that no one else sees, and yet those burdens are the very thing that fuels their strength. Unlike most people who wear their scars on their sleeves, Sigma males keep their pain hidden. It's not that they haven't been through their share of hardship, it's that they've learned to use it as a source of power rather than a crutch. Every setback, every challenge, every betrayal becomes another brick in the foundation of who they are. Instead of letting pain break them, they let it shape them into something stronger, something unshakable. What makes them different is that they don't use their past as an excuse. While others might crumble under the weight of their trauma, Sigma males absorb it and keep moving forward. They've learned that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Where others might retreat into victimhood, they push through, using their wounds as motivation to keep going, to keep building, to keep growing. Their strength doesn't come from a place of privilege or smooth sailing. It comes from the hard-earned lessons of surviving what others couldn't. You won't see their pain. It's not on display for the world to pity or applaud. But that quiet, unspoken struggle is the source of their unyielding resilience. It's what gives them the mental fortitude to face any obstacle, the emotional control to stay calm under pressure, and the drive to keep pushing forward when everyone else has given up. The wounds may be invisible, but they are always there, quietly strengthening the Sigma male in ways that no one else can understand. And it's this unseen pain that makes them one of the most powerful forces in any room. They don't just survive their struggles, they thrive because of them. Number 9. Invisible influence. Sigma. Males don't need to shout to be heard. While others might chase attention trying to force their presence onto the world, Sigma males let their actions speak louder than words ever could. They have a quiet, almost invisible influence that's felt more than seen. Their impact doesn't come from making noise or commanding the spotlight. It comes from living by their own code, showing others what's possible through their consistency, determination, and self-sufficiency. They lead by example, not by force. At first, their influence might seem insignificant, quiet, understated, even unnoticed. But the longer you're around them, the more you begin to see the effect they have on the world. It's not something they force. It's something that grows naturally from the way they move through life with calm confidence. Their presence changes the atmosphere without them ever lifting a finger. People start to mirror their behavior, absorb their mindset, and unknowingly adopt their quiet strength. This kind of influence is powerful precisely because it's invisible. There's no flash or fanfare. It's subtle, yet it's undeniable. When the time comes, you realize that the Sigma male was the one quietly guiding the ship all along, without ever needing to announce it. By the time their influence becomes apparent, it's already too late for others to catch up. It wasn't the loudest person who had the most impact. It was the one who was true to themselves, unwavering in their principles, and confident enough to let their results speak for themselves. And that's the quiet force that shapes the world around them. Now, at number 10. Impervious to groupthink. Sigma males don't bend to the pressure of conformity like most people do. While others might follow the crowd in search of validation or to avoid rocking the boat, Sigmas are perfectly content standing alone. They've learned that the masses often settle for easy answers and shallow opinions, not caring about the deeper truth. Sigmas, however, aren't interested in fitting in or being part of the status quo. They're driven by a search for something more real, something that stands on its own merit, not just popular consensus. Where the crowd falls in line, Sigma males step out of it, questioning, analyzing, and seeing beyond the surface. They're not swayed by what's trending or what's socially acceptable, because they understand that most of what's being parroted is just noise, not substance. They know that true growth and wisdom come from independent thinking, from challenging the norm and looking for deeper answers, even if it means being misunderstood or isolated in the process. They're not afraid to be the only one in the room who doesn't agree with the popular opinion. In fact, they often seek out the truth precisely because it's not what everyone else is saying. Their strength lies in their ability to trust their own judgment over the noise of the masses, knowing that it's the willingness to stand alone that often leads to the most valuable discoveries. While the crowd chases trends, Sigma males chase authenticity, and that's what makes them so powerful. In conclusion, Sigma males are the ones who operate in silence, the ones who don't need to make noise to be heard. They're the ones who've mastered the art of resilience, who are driven by something deeper than validation or approval. What makes them dangerous isn't their ability to follow the crowd, it's their ability to stay detached, focused, and relentless, while everyone else is distracted by the noise. They don't seek your praise or your approval because they already know their worth. Their strength doesn't come from external sources, it comes from a quiet, inner confidence that doesn't need to prove itself. They're not here to play games, to compete for status, or to chase after fleeting achievements. They've set their own standards, and they live by them, regardless of how high those standards may be. They are constantly evolving, silently building themselves into something formidable. And the moment you think they're weak or predictable is the moment they'll show you just how wrong you are. Underestimating a Sigma male is a mistake because they don't play by the rules you're used to. They don't need your validation to succeed, and they don't need to be loud to have an impact. When you least expect it, they will outlast, outthink, and outmaneuver you, all while keeping their focus on the long game. They are the last people you should underestimate because they're never concerned with short-term victories. They are driven by something much deeper, the pursuit of freedom, mastery, and a quiet, unstoppable power. And that's what makes them the most dangerous force you'll ever encounter, because they've already won the game by not playing it at all. Thanks for watching, gents. God bless you.